Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. Today is a day where we hustle. I don't know if we're gonna get a whole lot of help from people. There's not a whole lot of people around today, so gotta do a lot of stuff. But first off, thanks to our buddy Alex. He's actually a patron, but has been a friend for a long time before that. He gave me this M20 in pieces. He needed it out of his house. Funny enough, I'm pretty sure he got this from free from Will a while ago. This was one that Will took apart to make a stroker and then never finished it. So yeah, but either way, it was worth it for me for free. 885 head with an I manifold and I throttle body. Didn't get a harness with it, but got front crank pulley, rotating assembly, pistons are out of it, but stuff's getting hard to find. I will always snag it for free. All right, guys. Forgot to record more, so I'm outside now. Got that engine all unloaded, and yeah. So if you remember the last lot tour video, it was really packed right here, and I cleared all that today, so you can see where cars were, right? Because there's no snow. So my truck was here, which you guys know if you saw the last video. I said my truck needs a transmission. So then that E23 was right here. The big turbo B5A4 was right there. Buddy Dane's E46 drift car was right there. The reason we had to move all that so I could get the old Audi 200 that was there, and that is now on the trailer. So let me walk over there. I'll show you guys that. I'll remind you guys that car. We made a video on it a really long time ago, and today it finally leaves. There she is in all her leftover glory. This car had a AAN motor, I think that's what they call them. Turbo 5-cylinder, and had like some Porsche front calipers, Sparco seats, Sparco wheel, got all new poly bushings, got a bunch of stuff. Our buddy Morgan, who works at an Audi shop, gave it to us, and because he needed it out of his shop, and his only request was that we gave him the Porsche brakes back. So we let Will take all the rest of the stuff that he wanted and needed. So Will ended up with the seats and the steering wheel and the wheels that had some 18-inch rotiforms on it that were brand new. And then, yeah, and then we put the car up on Instagram. And what it was whoever got closest to the mileage could have the car for free. Well, the top 5 people, like in order, nobody wanted to actually come get the car for free. So that was, I don't know, about 3 years ago now, and it's just been shoved in the corner ever since. And some guy came for some M3 parts, and then we were just talking, looking around, and he's like, dude, I got a buddy who needs that. And I've been playing phone tag, or we've been playing phone tag with this guy for back and forth, me and him, for a couple months now. And today's the day. I'm driving it to Fort Collins. We're getting rid of it, and I'm selling it super cheap. I would get probably $200 to $250 in scrap for it, and I'm going to and I'm selling it to him for $320, including delivery, which like 60 miles away. So I think it's a good score for him, and it makes me feel better that somebody who could use all these old cool parts is going to use them instead of it just getting crushed. So anyway, I'm gonna hit the road, go drop this off, and we'll go over some more things when I get back to the shop. All right, back at the shop. Working on moving the last car back up there. It's the big turbo Audi. I noticed this video got quite a lot of views, and it's still getting quite a lot of views. So I just thought I'd give a quick update on it. I got different wheels for it, these drag wheels or whatever. So it's got aftermarket 18s with good offset. I still haven't been able to work on it. I want to work on it sometime soon, but I don't know what I'm doing with the Audi ECU stuff. So I looked, and K-Data makes a standalone for this, so I can go that route. Or if any of my Audi friends, looking at you, maybe Todd from the Gambler and the Rambler, have the Audi Audi software for data logging and stuff so they can show me what's going on and we could go there, that would be awesome. But yeah, I'm just gonna go park it for now, but hopefully soon we work on it. I mean, we can make it rip. I think this thing will be fairly fun. Should make like 400-ish horsepower and have traction, and it'll be cool. All right, we're back in the shop, but we need to get some stuff out of the shop. So weather's been better. Been dealing in the 6 Series again, but this thing's in the way. So I'm gonna get both these out of the way, and then we're gonna get another car in here. It's about time we fixed it. So the car I'm talking about is this old girl, the Turbo E30 Stroker. Turbo Stroker E30, whatever you guys want to call it. Yeah, this is the one. So when we go do track days, it's at High Plains, and how it works there, if you do an open lapping day at High Plains, where you actually pay the track, not pay like a group to go with them, you're able to do the customer appreciation days in the winter. There's usually 1 day for motorcycles, 1 day for cars, and yeah, it's a first come first serve thing for registration. And you guys saw that video at Nick's. We were working on his Fox Body Mustang. I am one of the people that got it. Oh, still got some battery. Let's see if she starts. Nah, she did. I got a jump pack. So I'm gonna get her inside, and I don't think we're gonna get her done today, but we're gonna get her ripped apart in this video. We got her fired up. She's a runner. All right. So, got her inside. You guys didn't see the last video. We were driving this car. I took it drifting at IMI, and it's not a very good drift car without power steering and power brakes, and doesn't have I didn't have a whole lot of grip in my tire setup. So I spent a lot of time just sitting on limiter having fun doing rolling burnouts down the backstretch. And during one of those such things, I lost a cylinder, and I did that. So there's the broken rocker. I think it's like number 4 on the exhaust side. So that's what we need to replace. But we're golden. We just gotta do a little bit of work. I'm gonna try and do it without pulling the engine out of the car. I see what I can do. But this is a M20 B27 that I was gonna build as a spare engine for that car. But with this one, it has a 200 head on it, so I don't need this head for anything. It also probably has never been abused at high RPM, so hopefully the rockers are in great shape and aren't fatigued. So I'm gonna snag one of those for it. But yeah, I got a list of what I want to get done today. I don't think the early parts of this video were quite enough to be a video without it, so that's why this is still in the video. So I'm going to get it on the lift, and I think the rest of this video is going to be dedicated to M20 rocker arm replacement. So let's get to it. All right. She got pretty dirty at the track at IMI, just spitting a little bit of coolant on stuff, and then all the dust from me going off track a bunch of times. So she might get some power washing before we go track next time. But it's good to see this thing again. Good to work on it. I really enjoy working on this car because it's so simple. But what my plan is I'm going to take the cooling system out of it. I'm going to drain all that, and then disconnect the trans stuff, disconnect the engine mounts, and see if I can just lift the front of the engine up high enough to shoot the rocker arm out the rocker shaft out the front far enough to get to that rocker arm. So I think that's the move. That's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna start cutting zip ties, working on stuff, and yeah, cooling out of this thing. Well, we got our valve cover off, and on further inspection, so this is the rocker arm that it broke on the track. I don't remember that one being broken, but there it is. So that's interesting to me. I did at an event, we had a small meet at the shop. The day I pulled the valve cover off and found that other rocker arm, I just threw it back together and did some burnouts. So unless maybe I killed it another rocker arm then, but that doesn't bode well for track stuff. Might be time to order HD rocker arms, but I'm not gonna do that today. So I'm trying to save the coolant because it's brand new, fresh BMW stuff, but it's not working out so well. So I might just say whatever on that and let her fall to the ground. But got spark plugs off, obviously got valve cover off. Gonna keep going on fuel system stuff or cooling system stuff, and to get her in the air. But because of this new discovery, I now need to pull both rocker shafts. So that has added a little bit more work. All right, radiator fan off. I pulled the distributor off, and then I was gonna leave this one. I'm just gonna get this one off so it's out of my way, and then get the timing cover off and stuff because I got to pull the cam gear off. All right, got a distributor out of there, that hose out of there. Just before I pulled this off, I thought I'd put this, point this out. I'm zip tying the belt to the cam gear, since you know it's got a dowel, so that it shows where it is. That way I don't have to worry about timing the engine again, so I don't have to mess with the covers or anything. I am going to loosen the tensioner though, so it comes off easier. But yeah, it's actually going pretty. Every time I work on this thing, I'm always like shocked at how easy it is. This is another time. All right, so I got that pulled off, put over there. So now I'm kind of in the no-no thing, like I'm not doing things by any book here. So I'm thinking maybe if I loosen all of the eccentrics, then it'll give me a little bit of slack. But I'm worried that valves that are up, or I guess that are open, you know, are gonna have pressure on them. So I don't want to bend any valves taking this thing out, but yeah. All right, I'm gonna get at it and see what happens. All right, I'm getting a little frustrated with this thing. This shaft barely moves. Even when I tried hammering it this way, I mushroomed that in, tried vice gripping it to try and just move it like this. I messed up the shaft, and this one moves better, but I still can't get it to come forward. So it doesn't really matter that I mess up the shafts, because I can just take the ones out of that engine over there when we do it. But yeah, I think in the easiest way, especially working by myself, is Monday, by the way. Gotta be on track Sunday, and I only really have today, Wednesday, and Thursday to work on it, because we're gonna go drifting in the E30, the Drift E34 on Friday. So a little back, but I think it's gonna be all right. So my plan's gonna be pull off the downpipe and pull off the turbo, and then I think what's left of the turbo manifold will clear the frame rail, disconnect harness and stuff from this side that needs to be disconnect intercooler piping and stuff, and then throttle cable, whatnot, transmission stuff like drive shaft and shifter, and then I'm just going to drop the front subframe and drop it down, and then I can hammer these rocker shafts out from the back going forward. So that's gonna be the move. Yeah, and then we should be good. I'll take this one apart over here, and I'll just end up putting both of those shafts into this one, do a valve adjustment, throw it all back together, and we should be good. I can get that done. Yeah. The other option is pulling the head off, but they don't need another head gasket, and you guys saw what we did to the head last time, so I don't know how many more times it's going to seal. It's sealed now. Let's leave it that way. So things that I'm going to have to remove, those oil cooler lines are going to suck, but besides that, I don't think it's going to be that bad. So that's what we're going to be. I'm just going to make that another video, so I'm going to call it good here. Give you guys a quick eBay update too. So I mentioned in a recent video that I am permanently banned from selling on eBay under my old account, which I converted into a business account. They won't tell me why. I don't really understand it. I've never ripped anybody off on eBay before, but I don't know. There was some weird stuff when I was making that account. It said it was restricted, and then it was like clicking your messages to figure out why, and then I would click there and there was nothing mentioning that I was restricted, and then all of a sudden it didn't say I was restricted anymore, so then I listed a bunch of stuff, and then I sold all that stuff, and then right when they were going to send me my money, they restricted it again. So I don't know. Either way, they told me not to make another account, and yeah, so anyway, so I made another account. So it's DBO Parts is the name now, and I just attached to another business, so now it's on the Denver Beer and Oil LLC. But it didn't seem like that was going to work very well, because I could only list 10 things for $750 a month, like total. So I listed like 6 things that added up to $750, and whoa, it's not screwed in yet. It was a little sketchy. Thought I was going over. But something sold, and obviously I got like a feedback rating of 0 because it's a new account. So something sold. It was some E39 manual pedals right there for like $100. And then the person's like, text me, I have some questions before I purchase. And I was like, well, you already purchased. What are your questions? They didn't respond, so I decided to text them. I texted them, and I immediately got back one of those scam things, like Craigslist style, where it was like, I want to ship these to my cousin in Portland. I also want to send him a gift card. If you could go buy that gift card, I'll pay you an extra $100, you know, the scam stuff. So I just messaged, you know, thanks for the scam attempt, have a good one, I'll cancel your order. And then another person with a very similar, I don't know, the way they spoke, bought my M Roadster cluster. They didn't say anything. There was no response, but they never paid. And then eBay flagged that and removed that listing because of fraud on their part. So I was like, great. And those were still counting as sales. So then I was like, cool, that was like $350. So now I can make $400 this month. So I decided to call. Got a nice woman in India, and she was fairly helpful. Got both those removed. I was able to cancel those orders without them negatively affecting me. She's like, yeah, people are getting their accounts hacked, and because you have low, you're a new member and low feedback score, that's who they target to scam because they think you're dumb. So, but while doing that, she decided to up my selling limit because we had a good conversation on the phone. So now I can sell $5,000 or 100 items, whatever I hit first a month. That's feasible. I can do that. So I'm gonna get on tonight and list some more things. Like I said, I got this all this pile of stuff. So I think we're gonna make the eBay thing happen. I really need to make the eBay thing happen. That's by far the most useful thing I can do. So I'm gonna work on doing that, and yeah, I think I'm gonna call it good on this video with that. I think we're maybe done working on other people's cars for a bit. I think maybe Wednesday I might work on somebody else's a little bit, but I really need to get that E30 done, so I might have to just commit to only working on my stuff for a little bit. But we're good. Just been selling junk, and it's been nice to get rid of stuff. I sold I got a dirt bike for a Jeep that I sold a while ago. It was like a little tiny 125, like one of those SSR kind of mini bike things. Sold that to my buddy James tonight for 300 bucks, and then he might be interested in getting the Ducati, so I should get a call on that fairly soon, and that would be nice. But anyway, thanks for watching. Please make sure to like the video. Have a good rest of your evening or your day or whatever you're doing, and see you in the next one.